Now again, I want you to go a little deeper. And we need to bring forward where are struggles, where are those roadblocks, where are those proverbial blocks in your motivational energetic stream. Okay, within our life force, within our guidance system, there is always going to be challenges, and I feel and I look at it as a stream that has just gone awry, or there's been an overabundant amount of rocks and mud and debris that has been dumped into your stream. And it's okay. That's what we need to dive into. We need to start to look at those rocks, look at that muck, look at the outcome of it being there for however long. The effects of it are immediate, and the longer that it stays there, the more of the ripple effect it begins to affect around it. Flooding, things beginning to petrify or to begin to decay. And again, it's a metaphor, but it has a metaphor that really, I feel, begins to resonate with how things can begin to feel so overwhelming. So, what I'm in this state, I want you to lean into the questions of what fear is coming forward, what overwhelm begins to come in the feelings when you begin to think about accomplishing this dream or this goal. And it's not necessarily what's standing in your way. Sometimes that can be that root fear, but I'm encouraging you to go even deeper. What begins to come forward as you ask your inner self, where does this fear come from? Why is it holding me in place and cementing my energetic field from moving forward? How may I begin to untether myself from this rooted space? I no longer feel connected to wanting to be stuck. I no longer desire this for myself. As you allow that to settle, and as things may start to come forward for you, I want you just to feel them. There is nothing else that you need to do other than just feel. Be mindful if the mind is trying to come in with, like, oh, do this, do that. Allow it to just take a little back seat. Allow it to step to the side for just a moment. It's still part of the process. It's just not in the driver's seat at this moment. Our feels are just beginning to understand where the root is. And we're embarking on a journey that really has the ability to begin to take some of that muck out of the stream, begins to, even if it's just rolling one of the bigger boulders out and away, so that you begin to allow some clean water to come through. That will begin the process of the motivation and the energy within your life force. Okay? So the steps don't actually need to be, and a lot of the time they are not in this physical 3D world that needs to be getting taken or enhancing, or a lot of the time where it starts from, where the root cause is coming and being created time and time again through our stories from the internal. If you notice any part of your physical body starting to get hot or cold, or starting to have some sensations, Those are powerful tools. You are now connecting to that physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual selves. You're beginning to realign them, and you can get quite a bit of input through that physical. So if you're noticing tension, tightness in your hips, we hold a lot of fear there. Hips and fear are directly interconnected, and that's because, again, going through the chakra systems, our root, our creativity, our sexuality, our shame and our pain, a lot of it is in this area. It's also where our creativity, our ability to take action steps, all of these other pieces are our power, our gut, root power comes from the navel and down. And so as we begin to feel out where there might be some blockages, where there might be some pain in the physical body, again, we're leaning into the ability to begin to balance these areas. And that will be in our forward movement as we begin to take those teeny tiny forward movement steps. And you'd be surprised how quickly this process begins to lead you in the direction you need to go.